Hey, Encina Bulldogs. This is Miss Clark. Well, some of you may be wondering what's going on with me next year. Some of you might have an idea. Others may have no clue. But for my students that I've had this year, I've told them that there's something going on with my health. As a result of my health condition, which I will tell you about in a minute, I'm not going to be here next year. It saddens me to leave you guys behind. I'm not going to be gone forever or gone permanently. I will come back and visit. I can't just pick up and leave forever. I just can't do that. But about a year ago, I was called by my doctor. I had a lot of pain in my ribs and my chest, and they took an X-ray and they found that I had many tumors in my bones. Then they said, well, we better get an MRI scan and a CAT scan. And if you've never had a CAT scan, what they do, it's a PET scan actually. The PET scan, they inject you with a radioactive sugar. And so they did that. And they put me in this big old tube. I had to sit in there for 45 minutes. And that's when they found what was really wrong with me. So in March of last year, my doctor called me right before we had a meeting after school and informed me that I had cancer. The cancer had spread originally from my breast, and it is now in it's in my bones, my spine, my ribs, my liver, my lungs. It was pretty bad. However, I had a surgery and to remove my ovaries, and after that, a lot of the cancer went to sleep because I have a special kind of breast cancer, which is more treatable than some other forms of breast cancer. When they took out my ovaries, they took out the food that was feeding my cancer, and a lot of the cancer went to sleep. We kind of called that remission. Not complete remission, but, a form of stable disease. So for a whole year, I felt pretty good. And then I started feeling some new pains, and sure enough, I started coming back again. And this was January of this year, and I'm like, oh man. So they changed my meds, they put me on some new stuff, and right around March, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to make it through the whole day. I was just getting too tired. And so that's when I went on half days. And those of you who are my students, well, that's why you met Mr. East. He was there for me half the day. The medications that put me on basically interrupt the cell cycle. For those of you who've had biology or physiology, the cell cycle, it goes through reproduction, reproduces. And what the medicine they put me on stops that. So basically, I wasn't making new red blood cells. I wasn't making new white, platelets. This cancer is a fast-growing type of cell, and so what the medicine's supposed to do is to stop that fast growth, to basically buy me more time. And so that's basically what it's done so far. I haven't had a new scan yet. I'm hoping it's good. I'm feeling okay, a little tired, but the medicine they put me on, well, that's just a side effect of that, being tired. But at least I can still, go out and have some fun. But I knew that, with stage 4 cancer, it's rare to cure it. Now, I'm not going to give up on fighting for my life, because life, there's too much fun to be had, too much joy to be had, and I can't just give up on it and say, oh, I'm going to die, where's me? Yeah, I just can't do that. So as a result, I'm going on terminal leave. The terminal leave means that, terminal means ends, right? It ends because cancer is supposed to be fatal. After, if you have stage 4 cancer, it ends up being possibly fatal. So yes, I'm stage 4, and yes, I could die from this, but I'm doing a lot of research. I'm not just letting my doctor be the boss of me. Doctor's helping me but not the only one who's helping me. I'm doing a lot of the research on my own. So, yeah. But I do plan on coming to visit, and I still want to help with the computers, and I want to come visit my advocates, and I want to, visit the people I knew and keep in touch. I don't want to just disappear. I guess what I really want you to take from this is, I've known that I've had stage 4 cancer for over a year now. Over a year. My first cancer diagnosis was 4 years ago, but I never quit trying. I never quit fighting. Just because I might happen to know when I'm going to die, maybe, why should I not live my life as full as if I didn't know I was going to possibly die in the next year or two? For all we know, any of us could be dead tomorrow, or dead tonight, or next month. Who knows? So live life to its fullest. Never give up. A lot of you know that I've had a really rough life. I was, adopted, and adoption wasn't really that great, and third wheel kind of a thing. But I never stopped pursuing my dreams, and I hope you guys never do either. Don't let any kind of setback, even a potentially fatal disease like cancer, stop you from chasing your dreams. I'm not done yet. In fact, I'm going to be creating some new YouTube channels about my disease and how I'm dealing with it to hopefully help others who are going through a similar situation. I'm also going to talk about how another channel is going to be about how we as a society can work together better to help make the world a better place. And the last one is about some of the adventures I'm going to be going on as kind of, really getting to enjoy my life. Because I think that's the key. That's the key to life is being happy. If you're not happy in what you're doing every day, you could end up like me. You could end up getting cancer. Believe it or not, stress. Too much stress can cause so many diseases. And if you're not taking care of yourself, you can end up like me. It's terrible to say, but for the longest time I took care of everybody else, but I wasn't taking care of me. Not just my body, my heart and my mind. I was giving and giving, but not getting enough back to help replenish me. It's like thinking about your health and your life as a bucket of water. You can pour out your life to everyone you care about, but if nobody is filling you back up, eventually you're going to run out of water. You're going to run out of life. So make sure whatever you're doing that you're refilling it, that you're surrounding yourself with people who are refilling your life with that life-giving water, because otherwise you're going to run out soon and you won't be able to really enjoy life the way I want you to.